there's this one YouTube content creator who happens to be in her early 40s and no kids. She has been married, is now divorced, and who is really blowing up. But and she first started on YouTube. By the way, folks, while I was doing a live earlier, my last live stream got interrupted by a phone call. So my apologies. Anyways, this YouTube content creator slash YouTuber for better, well, for lack of words, named Doughdash, as in Dough. Her version of spelling DoorDash, but according to how we would say it. Anyways, and I digress. She burst onto the scene on YouTube almost 5 years ago in December of 2019, and went from having a few hundreds of subscribers, literally, when she burst onto the scene, to a little bit over 1,000. As of lately, the last time I checked, and this was early today, she has over 46,000 subscribers. And she started out doing full-time gig economy work as a food delivery driver. Now she plans on doing social media content to make a living off of full-time social media content, because she don't get me wrong, she gives very informational content, delivers great and awesome plus informational, thought-provoking content. At times she seems to be pretty spiritually and spiritual and godly. Not only that, but I respect her grind, because as of lately she's been showing in just about every video due to her being finally monetized on YouTube, and as a result of her hard work, because at one while she was making multiple videos, and then the same day she has been showing overlays, screenshots of every last one of her earnings, most recent earnings, since she's been blowing up big time on YouTube. And some of you may wonder how I came across it. It was due to one of my recommended videos on my YouTube feed. Now, what all the advice she's always giving is all fine and dandy. How if you're tired of working a 9 to 5 job, then how you should perhaps take into consideration making online content, becoming in other words, a full-time social media content creator. Just so for all, on behalf of all the people who are so tired of working 9 to 5 jobs and living basically from paycheck to paycheck. Now, once again, that's all fine and dandy, but on the flip side of that, just whatever may work best for her is not easy for everyone else, because for the most part, it's no telling what she's been doing to gain all those subscribers, upwards of 46,000 subscribers. For all we know, she may have been using some kind of hackers, may have been paying some kind of hacker from off of another social media platform just to be able to gain more viewers and subscribers out of the blue, because something's not adding up. I don't care how good she makes it seem, how easy it is to blow up on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong, it does pay to create content and multiple videos within the same day, but at the same time, that's how some people get burnt out and lose interest in creating content, as how some eventually run out of topics to make content about as well. She is also, what I don't like about her is not only how she's always showing her earnings on every last one of her newest videos, but how she's always overreacting every time she shows her earnings, which is enough to make anybody else jealous, especially people who are on YouTube who have way smaller followers. Because it's some who have been on YouTube as long as she has, but will be lucky to have even 100 subscribers. Whereas she's making it seem like being a content creator is so easy, which is not. Don't get me wrong, it's easy to turn on the record button while recording on either a camera, a digital camera, or a smartphone, a computer, either or. But creating content that'll be engaging enough to attract more people is the hard part about it. And a lot there has been numerous people also as of lately that have been saying how much DoorDash has been, how much of an inspiration she has been. Some and these same people don't hardly get any kind of views. I came across some people, as a matter of fact, earlier on YouTube who have made videos speaking about this woman, DoorDash, once again, it's her name, Dough, and half of these videos don't even have 100 views. Half of the channels don't even much have even 500 subscribers, much less 100 subscribers. Yet and still, that's giving that take on this particular lady, how good of a and how much of a big inspiration she is to them. Once again, just because she makes it seem so easy and so fine and dandy about posting content online, how it can gain you so many thousands of dollars, doesn't mean that same method, without she's been going through to become so big on YouTube. And who knows, she may also use a lot of hashtags, because if you use certain type of hashtags that are pretty engaging, then according to the YouTube algorithm, whichever hashtags are the most popular and get the most engagement, well, that'll determine how much your videos will be recommended on other people's feeds as well, whether you know it or not. Because hashtags are also important if you may want your videos to become more popular and more viral, as of lately, on behalf of how viral she has been becoming, how much of a viral internet sensation she's been becoming. Must I also add, she doesn't use any fancy thumbnails, any fancy cameras. All she uses for the most part is usually a cell phone. And that may be all fine and dandy using a cell phone to gain a lot of viewers, but still, it's more to that. And in most cases, when according to the YouTube algorithm, with the more engaging and the more I would say creative your thumbnails are, in most cases, the more people are willing to click on your videos. Don't get me wrong, they may not listen to the whole entire video due to so many people having short attention spans now. But anytime they may see a pretty engaging thumbnail, especially a thumbnail when overlays, with titles, actual titles, and actual graphics, those are the main types that draw so much engagement in most cases on YouTube. Not only that, but she doesn't go into detail about, okay, she may say how you could get monetized and prove how much you could get monetized, but must I add, those overlays and screenshots she usually is showing on behalf of her videos could be some overlays that may be stolen from someone else's videos. All you have to do is just go to Google Images for the most part and screenshot revenue, the amount of revenue you may make for a YouTube video based off of someone else's content. So she may be going that route as well. Not only that, but she doesn't go into detail or take into account about telling people about what the more money you make on YouTube, for a lot of you big time YouTubers that are making so much money every month to the extent whereas you won't have to worry about ever hardly posting content anymore. Must I remind you, ladies and gentlemen, it will come a day and time when you will have to pay back taxes on that money, especially if you go and spend all that money, go splurging on that money. For a lot of you people who may not be used to having so much money all at once, I understand how exciting that could be and how much a proud moment that could be to be able to and create so much content and grind so much day by day on social media, whether it may be on behalf of TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, YouTube, and only to find out that you may have gotten a big check worth $10,000 as a part of your dedication, as a part of your grind for creating so much content on a daily basis, over and over. In some cases, multiple videos within one day. only for it to pay off. And now, must I remind you, for a lot of you who may be aspiring to be content creators, that money that you may get 1 month, because it's always once a month, the revenue you may get off of your content may fluctuate. You know, you may get a check 1 month for $10,000, only for the next month to get a check for $100, or in some cases just $10. So once again, just cause this content creator, this particular content creator, DoorDash, makes it seem like YouTube is the way to go if you may want to get rich, that's only with very few people, whereas it pays off to the extent whereas they won't usually have to worry about doing any more content anytime soon in the near future, because it's so, and due to the simple fact of how it's so much other competition on these types of platforms. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there are over 500,000 YouTube content creators as we speak posting content. And imagine having to take into account if you may want to be an aspiring YouTube content creator. For some of my people who never ever has posted any content on YouTube, just think about how much other competition you will have to compete against, and how you will have to keep on coming out with more and more ideas on what kind of content to create that'll be, not first and foremost engaging, very engaging. Second of all, that'll be so engaging to the point where it'll stand out from everybody else's content, and it eventually make your channel one of the top recommended channels on more people's feeds, more people YouTube's feeds, according to the YouTube algorithm. And once again, I mean, she makes it seem, DoorDash, like it's so easy of a task to be able to fulfill. And like I said earlier, she could be paying someone else, and this is just my speculation, she could be paying a hacker, because they do have hackers from other social media platforms that are DM you, use a direct message you. If you may have a very small following on a social media, on your own social media channel, only to want to eventually get more and more people to start engaging into watching your content. They have people who can help you be able to gain more subscribers, more followers, more likes, more views. People, I'm talking about actual hackers that could help you be able to create that idea of being a very popular content creator. Anyway, you don't have to take my word for it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just giving my perspective on one way she may have became so popular overnight, because something is just not adding up. How she's getting all these subscribers every day, pretty much, and all these views with just just recording her content with a regular camera, regular cell phone camera. Just think about it, folks. Anyways, make sure you like the video, you comment, you share. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be blessed and have a good one.